Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing? I'm Jeanette Biro. I'm a medium and a cosmic channeler. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have been coming back every day, welcome back. Thank you so much. As always, I love your comments, your support, your shares. Uh, it's wonderful. So I appreciate you all so much. All right. How's your week starting off? Ooh, that came out funny. How is your week starting off? Um, I just realized too, we had some pretty intense geomagnetic storm energy over the weekend also. So something to keep in mind if you felt really mm, frazzled would be the energy. If you felt frazzled, it's connecting into that energy. Big sun energy again. Talked about it in the June energy update. We're hitting the solar peak energy this month of the solar cycle. So there's going to be a lot of those kind of burps and energetic expulsions from the sun, and we will feel it. So just something to consider when you have those days where you're like, I don't know what's going on. This is insane. Or I'm feeling like ragey, or I'm feeling super anxious. Take a little Google journey and see what's happening with solar storms. Okay. Um, all right, let's see what's going on. This week I'm using the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. So I'm just going to see what Spirit has to say. So just hold on. This is really interesting. So they're showing me right now this big reinforced fence kind of thing. Partially energetic, but it's represented with people. Now, what this means is yes, with the energy of June and with the energy of the sun really kind of amplifying these energetic pulses towards us, which again is it's not just a coincidence at the timing, right? This is all very timely according to the astrology. And what the sun is trying to do is kind of help break through these limiting barriers for people. Now, depending where you are on your journey, you have less and less barriers, and you actually also flow with the process of breaking through barriers with more ease and grace than if you're at the beginning of your journey. Usually you're pretty resistant to it. And I mean, I've totally been there too, right? So, what I'm seeing is these kind of people standing in rows and they're fortifying with their energy these fences, these points where they're like, I refuse to grow, is the energy. And they're saying when you come upon people that are in a moment where they refuse to grow, not moving anymore, like they start to almost get into this stubborn energy where you're listening and you're like, are you even on this planet? Are you hearing yourself? They're saying this is a sign that these people, and even if you catch yourself here too, if you catch yourself in this moment of like, I will not, and it's not like it's not a boundary that's like helpful for you. You know inside that you're just kind of being a bit stubborn. Whoever you are observing, self or others, in that moment, recognize that that moment means they are so close to breaking down these barriers. They're right at that precipice of there's nothing left to do but surrender and let it break down. And that's usually when they will yell and scream the loudest, or you will yell and scream the loudest. Again, we've all been there. And so Spirit's really trying to reinforce this idea of like, if you see that real pushback, hold your energy, but hold your energy in a state of peace and compassion, okay? And let them do their journey. That's a big theme too. Let them do their journey. Meet them where they're at. Hold your energetic space of safety and whatever boundary you need. Let them do their journey because they're hitting this point of, I can no longer go in this direction the way I have been. Something has to change, but I don't know what it is. So I'm terrified. And instead of recognizing that I'm terrified, I'm going to be very angry and belligerent, right? That's that whole piece of Spirit helping us to see through the matrix, see through what people are experiencing, right? And again, general reading. So you take what resonates in that, but they're saying there's this energy you'll find this week with these new energies, these new beginnings, these surges. You'll find some people will just like feet in the sand, like heels in, And it's because they're feeling that too, and they're very close to breaking down some limitations. Most of the time, it's going to be limitations that are protecting the heart space. So, in a sense, it's a good thing. It's just really unpleasant to observe. So, Spirit's like, just keep that in your mind this week so that you don't take that energetic experience personally. It's not actually about you. Something to consider. What good advice. That's some sage advice right now. Okay, let's see what's in the cards. Right. And I do want to say, if you're curious about how to read tarot or oracle cards, I do have a link in the description box below of a course that I put together. Okay, feels about right. Let's see. Yeah, isn't that it? Isn't that exactly what they were saying? Isn't that exactly what they're saying? Okay, so we'll start with this one. First card out we have is the Hermit card. Okay, so the Hermit often means like the most common interpretation of hermit is like stepping back, being in hermit mode, right? Where you pull yourself away from situations. That could be the message for some people. What I'm really feeling though, another message of the hermit in traditional tarot, you see this lantern here, right? This lantern in traditional tarot, the hermit's usually holding it right in front of him. And that really represents the hermit carrying all of his per card, all of his knowledge in front of him, allowing it to light his path. And he's willing to walk a solo path or be at the front of the path, letting his light lead, trusting in the wisdom that he has because he can see his wisdom. It's not just within him, he can hold it in front of him. And that's that energy that I'm getting with what Spirit is saying is like, notice the world around you, notice how people are being, keep your wisdom in front of you to keep you on your path. Okay? It is helping to light the path for others because for others, we have the Seven of Swords. A lot of people, and it may be you, and it may be certain layers within you. Again, I think we are always evolving in multiple ways, some really big ways, some smaller ones. Like we're always energy in motion. But notice what's coming up from underneath, right? This is that point, that precipice Spirit was talking about. A lot of people are right at that precipice where they're like, I don't want to feel into what's within, what's just beneath the surface, but something is trying to come out because it is really uncomfortable here. And so something is trying to push itself to push out of the cave, to push out of that, to lead by example, to lead from the heart, from the light energy, which is in the heart. But it requires looking at what's underneath, right? That's this precipice piece. And you could think of it this way too. You could see maybe these people or yourself, if you're experiencing this, you're just at that cave entrance, ready to come out into a brand new world, but you haven't been in that world yet. So you're wanting to hold back. You don't want to go. I don't want to do this. I don't want to learn and grow. I want to stay right here. I want to stay in the cave. It's more comfortable. But this progress forward is what's needed. And so notice what's coming up from within with the Seven of Swords. Okay? And as always, honor that with this Sacred Feminine, the Empress card, with that divine feminine energy, that care and compassion, that willingness to set boundary where needed, but also to step in with purpose and step in with comfort and nurturing and creation. Create your way out of this cave, right? Allow your heart energy to light up this lantern here and lead the way. Lead the way for you. It will inspire others. If you see others doing it, let it inspire you. It's a really neat transition point right now that we're in. And this is why with the June energy update, it was like this month can bring shock and awe because you might be shocked to have to step out of this metaphorical cave, but you might also be in awe of what you see when you step out of this cave, right? So being in this feminine energy of strong energy, but compassion, but understanding, but boundaries, again, is really going to help lead you on your path. So I think this is a really, really insightful pull today to help us with the energies as we move through the week. So something to consider. All right, everyone, I will leave that with all of you for now. I hope that helps you just kind kind of see behind the curtain is what Spirit is showing me. They're like, if you understand what's happening, then you're not so quick to judge. And I mean that for all of us. If we think about how quick we are sometimes in our own mind, and it might even make us cringe to judge something about somebody. And then as soon as we learn what their story is and we think about what the original judgment was, it's like, oh gosh, how could I even? What was I even thinking? Bring that knowledge of you don't know someone's story yet. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's just surfacing for them. It's going to help you to understand and also to not take the action personally. Because again, it's not about you. It's not about you right now. It's about what people are going through. And so same with you. If you're very, very reactive to something, it's likely reflecting something about you also, right? So it's really taking these energies right now and working with them in the best way possible to pull all the knowledge you can from it because it's triggering you or you're seeing others being triggered because they're right at a precipice of a beautiful change. So I will leave that with all of you for now. Thank you so much as always for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good day, everyone.